Hello, everyone. I'm Senator Tawana Nobles, and tonight I am joined by Rep. Lovick, and we are going to provide an update on Senate Bill 5259. But Rep. Lovick, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm State Representative Lovick. I represent the 44th District in Snohomish County. That's Mill Creek, Lake Stevens, Snohomish, and parts of Marysville. And I have to tell you this, I'm just delighted to be on the same screen with you, Senator Nobles. I feel like I'm kind of above my pay grade right now being on with you because you are so talented. And I just absolutely enjoy the time that I've spent with you virtually, of course.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And it is my honor to be here with you tonight. And I'm so excited because we get to share an update on Senate Bill 5259, in which both of us have been working on. And I'd like to start with giving everyone an update. I'm celebrating that this bill was execed out of the House Committee on Public Safety this week. And I'm just thanking all of the committee members, including Rep. Lovick, for executing this bill out of committee. And I'd love to hear from you, Rep. Lovick. We both worked on this bill, and I'd like to know what the bill means to you, if you'd like to share your understanding of what this bill does, and I'll also chime in too to explain the importance of this bill.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for picking up in the Senate with this bill. You probably know that the bill came out of the House Public Safety Committee unanimously. Now, when we voted my bill out, it came out on a partisan vote, which meant it's just an illustration of the great work you did on this. And this is going to be the data collection. There's an old saying by former President John Adams, and he said, "Facts are stubborn things." And by that, he meant you can talk about a lot of things, but the facts are really stubborn. This is going to tell us the types of use of force police officers are engaged in. It's not going to be guessing. That we will be able to go to one keystroke and find out how many use of force cases are taking place, the level of them. And I absolutely have to thank you for your hard work on this. It started out as a process during the summer, and they had worked on it before that. But when you took over this, that was just an energy on your part. And that's why I was so pleased to work. First of all, I'm glad you allowed me to be the lead person in the House on your bill. And I can't wait to get it to the House floor. And we're probably going to get unanimous votes, all 98 votes out of the House, because you have written a great policy here that's going to do what you talked about, create trust through transparency with our law enforcement community and the community. And I really want to thank you for that.
Thank you so much. And you're absolutely correct about the importance of this bill. We want to build public trust. We want to create transparency as it relates to the community's understanding of use of force in this state. And to know that this bill will create a database, a centralized place to find that information, is critically important towards that step of public trust. And a lot of folks we've been talking to are understanding what companion bills are and what it means to have a companion bill, which we did not see a lot of this year. But Lovick, would you like to share with us, just for folks who don't even understand, like why the House and Senate would be working together on a bill? Just what is a companion bill and what's that relationship between the chambers?
Absolutely, it is exactly that. Companion bills that are the same, moving through the Senate and through the House. And what you end up doing is you end up keeping the message going, keeping the idea going in one body. If it gets jammed up in one body, it could go through the other one. And in the case of my bill, once it moved out, the word got out there that you were moving a bill that was really a stronger piece of legislation than the bill that I was moving, which was House Bill 1092. And then it gives me the opportunity to say, I'm doing the same thing or pretty much close to the same thing, but I would have to make so many amendments on mine to make it a companion to yours. So we decided to move the bill that you have, 5259, and that's companion, just two bills moving in two different chambers. And I have to say this again, Senator Nobles, the time and energy you put into this is just unbelievable. And we're going to have a better product. I would still be working on amendments over here, but we're going to have a better product because of the hard work you put into this. And I really want to commend you for that.
Thank you. And I have appreciated working with you. And just so everyone knows as well, this is an attorney general's office or agency request bill. And there's a lot of support. There is bipartisan support. You might have heard Rep. Lovick mention it was passed out of committee unanimously, which gives it a great likelihood that it could pass off the House floor. We'll have to wait for that step. But I'm very excited for the bill to continue to move through the process. And as it relates to the larger context of police accountability, because there are so many bills being introduced this session, and this is just one small piece of the pie. This focuses on collecting the data around use of force in our state, but there are lots of bills that will increase public trust and transparency. And Rep. Lovick, do you want to highlight or speak to any of them?
There are a lot of bills. I can think of one that Representative Jesse Johnson out of the 30th District, that's the Federal Way area, worked on, police tactics. Police tactics, those are the things that I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to have community relations and accountability. I met with police chiefs today. I was with police chiefs yesterday. They want that accountability piece. I think the one that Rep. Johnson is working on, there are other bills that have to do with a lot of other things, whether we're going to have pursuits, we're going to get rid of chokeholds and all those things. Those are the things that will be creating community relations and accountability. But I can't think of a bill, frankly, that's going to do more to increase that accountability, to build that trust than the bill that you sponsored. And again, I have to say this, I am proud beyond words that you took this on, because I watched your testimony on the Senate, and I watched how you testified in front of us, and I said, that lady has got the energy to get this done. And let me tell you this, Senator Nobles, the bill will pass the House. It will be signed by the governor. I'm raising my right hand to you, saying that that's going to happen. So, a piece of legislation. Great work on your part.
Thank you. Well, I'm so excited. Thank you for speaking about this bill tonight. Thank you for being my partner in crime on this bill. I'm excited for it to progress through the process, and just want to thank stakeholders and community members, those who have testified and been supportive, my colleagues who helped in this bill. But here we go, passed unanimously off the House floor, and just going to move through the process. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch the bill tracker that we talked about earlier this week. And again, thank you for joining me tonight, Rep. Lovick, and just good night to everyone.
Thank you. And you are the real deal. I really enjoy working with you.
Thank you.